flashlight. What's going on, y'all? It's Leak 7 for 7, back with another video. Got the best barber in the DMV with me, TJ. Just gonna talk a little bit. We talking about peace today, what it took to find peace. But TJ, I talked about it last time with you. When it came to like that little quote that I heard about, well, it was two things. One was like, you never understood the violence that it took to become this gentle, and then like another quote was from Omarion when he was saying something about like you just don't mess with a peaceful person. And I was like, you know, both of us coming from like when we talk about certain things in here, we talk about like our upbringing and stuff, and like me personally, I feel like we have that in common. Like I was an angry child, and that kind of stemmed from like my parents and everything, not being able to control their emotions and everything, and going out in this world and just being angry for no reason. And it took me getting from under them to really like learn that that's not who I am, you know, or that doesn't define me anymore, you know.
Right.
So I kind of wanted to ask you, like, what does that kind of mean to you, and like yeah, give a little bit, you know, get a little personal as well if you want to.
Right. So finding your peace is really about you searching inside yourself. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So you have an ability to search inside yourself, and there's 5 things that we do every day that the Lord asks of you, the universe asks of you. And so one of them is you wake up, you go to sleep, you eat, you use the bathroom, and you wash yourself. If you put anything in between them, so if you wake up in social media, if you wake up in cigarette, you wake up, drink, smoke, of anything, doesn't matter, right? You're putting those things before the natural ability to be happy for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Even some of the music, you know, now you can put on some jazz or something that's helping your spirit or whatever, but some of our music is designed to make us uneasy and make us uncomfortable, right? So if you put that music on first, you're already at war with yourself before you even found peace for yourself.
Right.
And so that is a big part of what I do. When I wake up in the morning, I make sure that one of those first things that I do is something that is natural to me, and also that is it encouraging me or making my day better. You know what I'm saying? Of course, I used to smoke, and sometimes it was the first thing you do. You did that before you brushed your teeth.
Yeah.
All right. So if you have a problem with smoking, there's no wonder you put it before brushing your teeth and eating. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of that stuff, and a lot of our unhappiness really comes from or stems from someone else's unhappiness. All right. And we don't understand why that person is so unhappy, but it's a natural thing that's occurring that makes them unhappy, and they instill that happiness in you.
A couple of things that you have said that's pretty good. There's one thing as far as like, I'm gonna start with like the easiest one is kind of like people, I would say. Being in relationships, whether it's, you know, me with a woman, it's with my friends, it's my family, or whatever it is. I think that like I had to stop taking everything personal, and I had to stop being a people pleaser. That was one thing that was a real big one for me last year, and it was draining. And I think that was like a big one for me as far as finding peace. It was just kind of just making myself a priority. And then some people always say it's selfish or call me selfish and everything. But I just think that when you always are a type of person that you put people before your own happiness, like I think that also
it's a high chance of you being unhappy.
Yeah, and I think that drains your peace too, because then now they go to sleep soundly at night, like they good, but you know what I'm saying, you wake up mad, you might
Misery needs company.
You know what I'm saying?
You know, so somebody that's miserable has no problem with you joining the club.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but like we spoke on earlier, how I was like, man, take some time for you.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta take some time for you. You know, you haven't slowed down one bit. You know, and it's about your mental health at that point.
Yeah.
And then you found peace for yourself. You know, the whole reason why we're having this conversation, because it worked. You know, I started to find myself, and I found that, oh, you know what? I was over here pleasing these people. These people didn't want to be pleased.
Mm-hmm.
They were just as happy as having somebody to at their every whim to listen to them, you know, or let's say like, you know, somebody that calls you with a problem all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But every time they call you, you can't talk about nothing up. It's always something that's like, man, guess what happened, bro? Man, this Bama did this and did that to me. Like, man, I'm in. That's my emotional space.
Yeah.
Let me be in control of my emotional space. And some people have a way of not allowing that. It's just, and that's a very big problem within our community. But like I just spoke on, they're unhappy already about something. They're already unhappy, and they can't find out why they are unhappy. You know, and sometimes it gets passed down. As for me, it was sort of passed down. Somebody was unhappy. I'm not going to say the name, but that person was unhappy, and they would use that unhappiness to make me unhappy.
Yeah. You want to know something, TJ?
Yeah.
Along with what you just said too, like um, about the whole misery loves company. Like um, I'm realizing, like as we're speaking and stuff, like the happiest time of my life, like the times where like it was like the best moments or whatever it is. I dealt with the most drama, the most like I want to say like um, problems. I would say, but the lowest and everything, I've kind of had, or not even lowest. I ain't gonna say the lowest, but like where I wasn't having the best moments or whatever it is, I actually had peace. I actually was able to find happiness or joy in some of like the small things in life. But for some reason, at those top moments, for some reason, like I can tell you like where I had dealt with. I'll go personal, like um, where I was in a time of my life where I was in therapy and you know what I'm saying, just kind of just staying away from dating and everything. And then I met um, my ex girlfriend and stuff, and I was happy, and I wanted to tell my friends and everything, but like everybody was just so negative. Everybody had something to say, like because they were dealing with stuff too. And then along with that, it was just more and more problems. Like we started having problems with friends, people like with our family, like everything. When I found my job and stuff, the job that I'm currently working now, and I've been here for 2 years, it was like I was like, dang God, this is always, you know what I'm saying, what I asked for. And this is always like this is gonna take me, you know, away from, you know what I'm saying, my mom, just move away from her and just get financially stable, become a man and everything. And I ended up having more financial problems than I ever had in my whole entire life.
A lot of
What I already
times,
had.
adversity is what is inspiring change.
Mm-hmm.
So that was the universe showing you that you're going in the right direction, but also are you really earning? You're earning it right now. So you're how bad you want it is with the triumph that you're willing to go through. You know what I'm saying? So and you'll find that out in a lot of rooms where you're around a lot of successful people. They'll attach themselves to that negative situation going on. They'll step away in the right direction and know something's going to rear its head and poke out.
Mm-hmm.
And they know that is the universe saying that you're going in the right direction. I gotta add some adversity to it to make sure that you really want this. Because this is how the universe hides things. To a person that really doesn't want it, they won't go through that adversity to get to it. They'll sit around and mope and complain about it. But there's always a hardship to go through to make sure that you want that item that you're going for, that situation that you're going for. And it's to make sure that's how we hide it from the folks that don't really deserve it and don't really earn it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the universe hides it in that way. It makes you really earn what you want to go get. It makes it a mountain or boulders to go over. You know what I'm saying? Every time you go through something, there's going to be a boulder or a mountain placed in front of you because climb that hill, get to the top, come over, go down the next hill, come up the next hill. You know what I'm saying? It's making sure that you want that situation.
No, that makes sense.
Yeah. So, it's just a thing, man. We it's a this world is a funny place like that. Like,
Mm-hmm.
but a lot of times people quit when adversity touches. They quit.
Yeah.
You know, once practice got hard, they quit. You know,
And I can't. I think that's one thing I used to get so frustrated about because, um, as far as myself, like with people and stuff, like anybody that wanted to do business with me, I ain't gonna say they quit, but they weren't following through with their half. I would say that. And when it came to me, like I've never quit anything in my life. Anything that I've like put my mind to, like I've always finished it and everything, or I went until I just couldn't go no more. So that was a big thing with me. I used to get mad at people that wanted to do business with me and stuff or
Mm-hmm.
do certain things, and I'll get so mad at them and everything. But I'm just like, you know what? I can just do this myself. I don't have to. I don't have to get so mad at them. I don't have to say yes to everything just because they want to do it with me or whatever it is. I can do it myself. I can put boundaries up and be like, all right, you know what? I'd rather not. I ain't gonna say like not to sound like
The same problem.
disrespectful.
No, you're
Mm-hmm.
not. But the same problem existed in you and another client that I had mentioned before.
Mm-hmm.
And it's more successful with them doing it themselves because all the dog is there,
Mm-hmm.
not relying on anybody else anymore.
Yeah.
I'm not looking for anybody else to, because my fear was that I didn't want them to fear I was leaving them out and giving them an opportunity and a part of my success,
Mm-hmm.
But that was a good friend in you, but it wasn't returned because they were given something they ain't earned it. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So when it came to a point to earn it, you realize that the universe realized that they didn't really want it. As soon as they put hardships in front of it, they didn't really want it. It took it away. That's a prime example of what I'm saying. It took it away from them. But you wanted it, so you still have it, and it's doing better with you there. And they know now that they don't want to actually be a part of it because they know what it takes now, and they don't want to put in the effort of what it takes. They're thinking that it was going to be a layup. You know, everybody wanted to be a part. You know, everybody wants to play on DraftKings and FanDuel. If I can just buy bets off of my successful homeboy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't got to sit here and study, averages or you know what I'm saying. Everybody wants to be a part of that. And the thing is that like it's part of the territory. It's a lesson to learn with where you're going with it. And like you say, they aren't left out. It makes them no less a friend. You know what I'm saying? It makes them no less a. It's just that the universe asked them the same question that it asked you, and they failed the test. And you picked it up. You went on the head with it. And now you don't have to have somebody second guessing or do I feel like this content will work or this content will work. I'm just doing what I'm doing. I'm doing me, and you know, ain't got to worry about it no more. And they set themselves down. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mm-hmm.
they set themselves down. You ain't had to go set them down. They set themselves down. Sometimes friends are just friends. Business partners are business partners. Sometimes like they don't go together. You know. Yeah, it was just a lot of moving parts, and you seen it now. You take that same. So they ask again, like which probably won't happen. They'll probably play a different role in that situation. You know, but once it gets the views and everything that you liking, and they gonna feel like they missed out.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a part of their unhappiness. You know, it's gonna be a part of their unhappiness when they see that all they had to do was stay down, but it really wasn't really to you. It wasn't. You know, y'all still friends, so the success that you have, they're gonna still be a part. If you run a boat, they're gonna still be on there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, my cousin had said something. He was just like, 'cause I used to get so mad. I'm like, hey, well, yo, like, let's do this. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all can't. We be in the same room and y'all talking about, oh, let's do this and all this stuff. Y'all got these good ideas, and I'm over here like, I got this fire. Like, yo, let's do it tomorrow. Or I buy the stuff or whatever it is, like whatever they be doing as far as the business. And then like, once I get everything, it's just like it's still crickets. He was just like, you gotta understand something, you, cause like that you're the party planner. You're the party itself. And people are not gonna show up until they see that it's actually jumping. People are not gonna show up until they actually see that it's actually motion or whatever it is that's going on. It looks
Mm-hmm.
like a good party. So do that. Stop trying to focus on people trying to help you plan it and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That kind of set me down. That was towards the end of last year. And once he said that, I was like, I'm not gonna keep preaching about it or getting mad about it no more. That's just how I'm just gonna move this year.
Yeah, I mean, and that's a great example. Gamblers don't show up to the party till they know the party jumping. It's the
Mm-hmm.
reason why we don't show up until the party start at 9. Gamblers ain't show up till
Yeah,
10:30.
exactly.
But they run the risk of ruining the party.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they run the risk of ruining the party, and they don't even know it that they're part of the destruction of their own system.
Mm-hmm.
We counting on the squares to be in there earlier than us. We counting on them to be in there before us, Joe. That's what it is.